Before we start this evening, I'd like to give a quick thank you to our sponsor, Applewhite Games. Explore a city of criminals, find the lost scholar, and discover the forgotten world hidden at the center of Aragarth. Journey to the Center of Aragarth is live on Kickstarter, February until the 28th. Click on the link in the description and tell them that the Broken Lord sent you. And now, on with the show. The long dark took everything from us. It took our crops, our countries, and for many of us, our lives. We managed to survive underground, burrowed underneath the corpse that is this earth. So many years have passed, we have lost track of time, yet there are still those who live with us that remember what the surface once was and long for its return. Balking against the mandates of the ordered government and the Quisustanat, there are those that would dare risk their freedom and even their lives to see one last glimpse of what the surface once was. We are the brave. We are the bold. We are the ones that seek the surface. We seek the land of Viridian, the one that was once promised to us. So in the last episode of Viridian, Krusk was being a menace to architecture by trying to knock down doors in this very nice mansion that y'all are taking refuge in because there are big scary creatures outside. Carrack had a one-on-one consultation, but he was too tired to deal with the ancient thing that he was trying to talk to. Or he wasn't trying to talk to it, it was trying to talk to him, and Carrack was having none of it.
I had some of it, alright? Don't throw me under the bus like that.
All right, well, you had some of it. You asked some questions. It provided some very vague answers because, ancient gods do what ancient gods do.
He tolerated it enough to go back to sleep.
It's very strange when a being of higher level has to, beg for an audience from to provide information.
That seems about par for the course.
Oh, man. All right, now that Krusk is being an interior decorator in some sense, we're going to go with Decimeth for now.
Yes, because I open doors like a regular sane person.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I tend to reward behavior that doesn't involve immediately destroying the architecture of the place I took time to set up.
If it's meant to be destroyed, what if it's collapsible terrain?
It's just a nice house.
This isn't the Frostbite engine, Lydia.
This isn't Red Faction. Stop fucking geometrically altering my fucking backgrounds.
That is a good cut. Red Faction, I like it.
So Decimeth, you're looking at as you open the door like a normal person.
5 experience points.
Yeah, you know what? You get 1 experience point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Bringing you to a total of 1 experience point.
Yes, these are sword points. These points don't matter. But you get 1 sword point. And you enter this building, or rather, you enter this room, and it looks like a library. There's books strewn about on, a shelf. There are clear, study desks that are on the opposite side, on the western part. We're doing the compass rose. You entered from the northeast. On the western side of the room, there are 2 very nice desks. One is more populated than the other, with various accoutrements that you would expect of someone that is arcanically minded. There are some potion flasks that are not filled with liquid.
Damn.
Looks like someone was trying to do some alchemy. Looks like there is a spell book that's open, and there are some supplementary materials on the desk next to the one that looks more lived in, shall we say.
I wish Carrack was not passed out on a bed.
I mean, you can come wake me up.
I'm grab a book and then throw it at a passed out Carrack and see if he can understand what any of this says. Can I read, you said there's open books and stuff? Can I pick one up and attempt to read one?
Sure. There are some books that are in common, others in languages that you don't know.
Or don't.
Some books in common. You see a history of Erlis as one of the books.
I don't know who that is.
Wait, isn't Erlis the country? Like the name of a country?
Decimeth, were you paying attention when Carrack was kind of explaining things and describing things? that he was reporting?
I don't think so. Probably not. I never listened to that stuff. I always start wandering around and looking to steal shit.
Well, looks like a proper name of some kind.
Call Krusk in here. Krusk, you ever heard this name? Airless?
Krusk Reed. Hold up.
That shouldn't be funny, but it is.
Wait. What did you want? What did you want me to read?
Krusk. Wait, Krusk, can't you read? Hold up.
We're all collectively realizing.
Pretty sure that Crust can read. He's not an idiot.
I don't know. Like,
He just behaves like one.
Man, I'm sure he can.
pre-Door Krusk was a very different character than post-Door Krusk. That's all I'm saying. He may have been able to read once, but I can't rule anything out anymore.
Well, I have a question. Is this something I can understand? There's no Orcish in it, right?
It's in common,
It's in
dog.
common.
Oh, so it's in common. So why aren't you reading it?
I could read. There's just some words in here that I've never seen before, like airless. So, you were the closest, so I figured I'd ask the next smartest person in the party.
Krusk leans towards Decimeth. Look at me. Do I look like I can read this in tome? Can I at least
you really
try
want me to
to?
answer that?
Probably not. No,
It's in
seriously. I
common.
want to actually. Well, yeah. Can I at least look in my memory if there's because Carrack brought up Earless, right?
Yeah.
I assume we were all in the group. Can I dig through my memory and see if I remember it?
Roll me a history check.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't recall any of this.
Was he there with us?
I was, but Decimeth doesn't care about fucking gods and that crap.
Oh yeah, true. This wants to steal shit. I got a history of 10.
Yeah, you remember something about this being a proper noun somewhere.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So I shrug and I say, nope, sorry.
I grab the book and bring it into the room where Embryn and Carrack are, and I throw the book at Carrack.
Carrack cracks an eye open and he's like, "Are we fighting again?"
No, this.
Yes.
I raise my hands and start to Ray of Frost at Decimeth because that's the direction the book came from. But then wake up the rest of the way and I'm like, why am I in a bed? Where am I? What's going on?
I wouldn't have moved.
You're pregnant.
Yeah, you would have survived. It would have been fine.
I was just, doing some light reading, Carrack, and I came across this name, Airless, and all that smart stuff, so I figured I'd,
Embryn picks up the book and is like, yeah, light.
It didn't feel that light to me. Yeah, what about Airless?
Who is he?
I'm like, what do you mean, who is he? Airless is a place.
I'm just saying I went into what looked to be a study, and there was a bunch of books. I honestly picked up the first book that I found and barely attempted to read it before just deciding it'd be better if you read it.
Wow. All right. I look at the book.
So get to it.
How are you feeling, Carrack? Because you got wrecked, and that makes it hard to read. Lasers across the room.
I guess I'm all right. What's the deets on the book?
The book's title is titled A History of Earless. Looks like a general history book on the nature of a country.
So I'm like, Decimeth, you're interested in history now? Now? Right now?
It's never too late to, get an education. Knowledge is power? Question mark? Yeah.
He sounds so convinced, doesn't he?
Listen, Carrack, there is a bunch of fancy vials and stuff in the other room, and
Yeah, I get it. I'm on my way.
yeah. See, I don't know why we had to do this entire thing. Get in there.
You could have said, "Hey, Carrack, I need your help," instead of throwing a fucking book at me.
I don't know how, but I'm actually defending Decimeth on this. You were out pretty cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say Krusk approves. I would have threw a brick too.
See,
No, you would have thrown a door. All right,
I did you a favor.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
What's in this room?
lots of things.
I mean, I heard the initial description, but you said there was a bunch of books.
Yes, this is a makeshift library. There's a mini shelf of books. There appears to be an alchemist desk and a supplementary desk to the right of it.
All right,
Is any of us proficient in alchemy?
I'm gonna go over here and no, I don't have alchemical tool proficiency.
Okay.
Following, because being alone is boring.
That's fair. Zoob, is there like a wall there, or because all I see is just? Oh, okay, there we go.
That's the end of the room.
Yeah, I want to check out the books on the desks over here. Do I need to roll something to see what I find, or?
Well, you can read. Reading is incidental.
Well, I didn't know if any of the books were important enough that I had to roll a search or something.
Appears like whoever curated this library is very interested in the history of dead countries and various herbs.
All right. Well,
Alchemy books, potion making, that type of thing.
You said there were
Alright.
potions on that table. Are there any of them that are useful? Any we can grab?
I think he said all the vials were empty.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, never mind.
Someone was in the process of making said potions,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, so how many of the books are specifically about alchemy and potion craft?
Most of the books on the ancillary desk tend to be alchemically oriented. If I was going to put a raw stat on it, probably like 80% of the books there are of that mindset.
Okay. Is that like a lot of weight worth of books?
There's like 10 books on the counter.
There are potions with empty vials. Are there also ingredients nearby?
Yeah, there's various regions and stuff like that on the opposite side of the wall. From your perspective, well, if we're looking from a top-down view, it'd be from a northern direction. From Carrack's point of view, it'd be to his direct right, kind of on the opposite side of the wall. You see various herbs. I mean, it's very Spartan because, what can you actually grow in the Underdark aside from nightshade and mushrooms?
Right.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, so Carrack is gonna wander over in front of those books and start like looking through them and just muttering like, I guess it's the end of the fucking world anyway. I don't know if anybody would miss them. Pawing the books around of like, do you guys think these would be useful?
For our current situation, absolutely not. How many of these will help us kill Deborah? I mean, character assassinate Deborah.
I don't think we have to worry about Deborah anymore since the whole city is being destroyed, but
we still have a job to do, man. Come on.
Carrack picks up a book and leafs through it. Yeah, well, I don't know. We've been getting the shit beaten out of us lately, so maybe if we could make some healing potions or something.
Getting the shit beat out of us? You.
Billy enters the room.
Billy. Perfect timing.
Hey, the things outside are, they're still doing the thing. We should probably stay in here for a little while. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Stares very awkwardly at Krusk.
Billy is a good boy.
I mean, he's not wrong. This could be a good chance for a long rest.
I think it was Decimeth that brought it up, but we can make this a base of operations.
Hell yeah. There's no windows. It's heavily fortified.
Hell yeah.
It's perfect.
We got a place to make potions too.
And-
You know what that means, Decimeth.
We can't just make potions. Does anybody here have any experience in the art of potion making?
We don't need to.
That's why I'm looking at these, and I wave the book over my head. You can learn from books, right?
I'm not doing that. I'm just going to be honest.
No,
with you.
Decimeth, you don't understand.
Look, we all play to our strengths. My strength is learning. Your strength is apparently not getting hit, stealing kills from Krusk. We play to our strength.
Wait, Decimeth, I have an idea.
What?
You want to make money, right?
I mean, who doesn't want to make money?
Yeah, but look, there's potions, right? You know what this shit means, right?
That we could
Snake oil racket.
No, you don't have to know how to make potions to make fake potions, Krusk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a great opportunity. We can start a snake oil racket. You don't have to work.
Oh,
Shell this off the
a little
street.
water, a little dye.
I'm still hung up on trying to make this into a new base of operations when a lot of the doors have
When
been.
we're in the middle of a doomed city infested by demons, yeah, it's not a very ideal
Well,
location.
I was going to talk about the doors that have been broken in, but
We can fortify the place.
Oh, don't worry. If we stay here long enough, there won't be any doors left anyway.
Aside from the fact that we're technically breaking and entering and also squatting and potentially stealing items, that's like 3 offenses there. I mean, I'm not judging,
I walk straight up to Billy and look him dead in the eye and ask with all earnesty, "You're really still worried about that?"
I mean, not really, because, the social order has kind of failed us.
Yeah, I don't think the cops are coming because they have to get past all those demons to get here. So
You see him like mutter and put his two fingers together. I'm a cop,
I forgot you.
kind of.
I walk up to Billy. I put my hand on his shoulder. I say, "We aight."
He's a prison guard. You're a prison guard. You're not a consistent.
You can see there's like tears forming in his eyes.
Well, hey, look at me. Look, we just went through a lot. We all did. Everything is messed up. And yes, there's a lot to deal with and process in this immediate moment, but it kind of needs to wait until we're out of here. So, can you stay with us a little bit longer?
He kind of stares at Krusk. I don't think I have much of a choice at this point.
Krusk smiles. No, you don't.
No.
Carrack pinches the bridges of his nose. And he's like, "Look, guys,
I like how this episode is just Carrack being done with his group.
I know this isn't the look you're used to seeing from me, but he like starts counting off on his fingers. We're trapped in a building. There's demons everywhere outside, and some sort of geometric deity talked to me in my sleep. And guess what? Didn't have any good news for us. So I'm trying to think about our survival right now.
You know, I could just rob all the body. You know what? I'm
Cash
thinking out loud.
schemes
Never
can
mind.
wait, folks. City's on fire and filled with demons.
Could we not talk about robbing body? I mean, I'm technically still on shift, even though like most of the social order has failed. I'm I'm not judging, but
Billy.
I don't know why you call me Billy. My name is not Billy.
Billy.
God
Billy,
damn it.
shut the fuck up for a minute. Let me think.
Can I not be called Billy though? Like that's not even my name.
Look, I'm not the one who decided to make you an indentured servant.
Yeah.
This whole day is fucked, all right? So I go back to like thumbing through the pages of the books, muttering to myself.
You better be happy that we're calling you Billy and not something much worse like Shitstain McGee, okay?
My name is Kevin.
And now your name is Shitstain McGee.
God damn it. Fine, just call me Billy. That's fine. I don't even care anymore.
We did it! We did it!
He just fucking walks out.
I'm gonna kill him the first chance I get.
Why?
Well, don't do that. I need someone to hold doors.
You haven't figured out yet that life has clearly already beaten the morale out of him? There's nothing more killing will do.
Listen, nobody's gonna miss one more dead Consistence of anything.
Not even Consistence.
I should be on the demon side because they're helping to kill more Consistence.
You hear a voice echo from like lower in the chamber. I'm not Q-Sustenant. I'm a guard. I'm part of the police.
Police, Consistence. It's all the same.
Not really. not really, but I'm not going to argue semantics. We're kind of in the middle of the apocalypse.
Hey, Decimeth, want to go look around for more free stuff?
Yeah, this study I've already had enough of. Carrack, learn some stuff. Bye.
Carrack. What do you want to learn?
Why do I protect them? Why do I waste valuable magic keeping them safe?
I don't know, because you're a good human being, says the voice in your head.
No, I'm a terrible human being because I'm a half-elf. Fucking geometry god.
Part of you isn't terrible, says the voice in your head.
Part of you is just geometry. Fucking
Are you feeling okay? Do you need more healing?
I need to not be in a city filled with rampaging demons. That'd be a good start.
Okay, I can see that. Sure. I'm gonna start looking for, I don't know. I'm wondering if, okay, there's nobody here. It's clearly supposed to be a place where people hang out for a long time and reside. I don't know. Maybe there's a secret door in some wall somewhere. I'm gonna start poking around.
Kudos to the architects. Everything appears to be very solid here.
Krusk-proof, in fact.
Almost.
It's a very sturdy house.
Decimeth, open that door. I don't like these doors. They hate me.
Here, let me show you how to open doors, Krusk. It's a very simple process. You simply what are there, doorknobs and stuff?
It is in fact a very complicated mechanism of a door handle and a thing that you can depress your thumb on.
Yeah, let me show you here, Krusk. You put your hand here, like so, onto the handle.
So I ram it, right?
Yes. And then you ram your finger into this button here that lets you pull the handle and open the door. And then I open the door.
Just so we double check. I put my hand on this thing, right? Then I back up and I ram it to the door.
I'm going to kill Krusk.
The door opens without incident after you successfully manipulated a simple object. And it's another bedroom. There's 2 beds in it.
Kids?
There appears to be a storage case on either side of the beds at the foot of them.
I open one.
I'll open the other.
Bunch of sundries. It's almost as if someone lives in this house.
Anything good? I doubt it.
Finery. Very nice clothing.
Ooh.
Are there more slippers?
I thought it was gold.
Why would there be gold?
You know, they could leave shit in here.
I do have to reiterate that this is a house and people live in it.
Yeah,
It's a house with people in it.
Next room. You know what? I actually Decimeth has actually completely lost all interest in exploring this house.
Oh man.
I'm actually gonna go into this bed and sleep. Y'all do what y'all want. This house is boring.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do the same thing. I got tips on blue.
Carrack, now that you've been sufficiently gaslit into being the only person awake in this house.
No, Embryn's awake.
Somehow.
All I wanted to do was sleep, and fucking Mooks ruined that. So
What would you like to read?
What? I just realized that Decimeth literally woke Carrack up just to go to sleep. That is a level of pettiness I will never equal. Dude, we need to give this man some proficiency.
No!
Or whatever.
Decimeth's a terrible friend. Why would I reward this behavior? Carrack, is there anything in particular you would like to research right now?
I'm just gonna sigh, and I'm just gonna sweep the alchemy books into my book bag, and then I'm gonna go back to that bed and go to sleep.
I'm so mad I'm going to sleep.
Fucking like literal like holes in my body right now. Less than half health. Exhausted. Fuck it. If I find the owner of the house, I'll pay them for the fucking books. Otherwise, they're coming with us, because the owner of the house is probably dead. These books might save our lives someday. Well, you know, if I can teach Krusk how to drink from a glass, I'm phasing straight through walls, going to bed.
You've successfully traversed the house back to your bed.
Meanwhile, at Embryn.
Embryn, is there anything you'd like to do? Or are you also resigned to going back to bed?
I mean, I can see that Carrack went back to bed, looking around for the other 2 members of the party. I imagine I just poke my head through this door and see they are fast asleep.
Yes.
Great. Is anything over here?
Yeah, you can go ahead and open that door, I guess.
I listen, because I don't know.
Yo, I have a quick question. You ever see a D&D party just quit?
I've never.
Let's not go there, shall we?
I'm stuck in the apocalypse with morons.
I don't.
Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't know what you want from me. What is this? 20 pounds of books that I just stole? Zoo?
Something like 10.
I don't know. Like, the weight of my alignment suggests it might be closer to 20, but I'm gonna go with 10.
I mean,
the rest of that weight is just straight up guilt, but the guy's probably dead anyway, so whatever.
I can't help you with lawful good guilt. That's something that you're gonna have to hold for the rest of your life, I guess. All right, Embryn, you see another washroom.
I just hope that those 2 giant double doors in the room that that my good friends are sleeping in, I hope a demon busts through there. Like, I don't want him to die. I just want the demon to beat the shit out of him a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You know what? Decimeth doesn't even need to get the shit beaten out of him. He just needs to get hit one time. That would be great.
This man would get a paper cut and fucking cry after boasting about how he's untouchable.
Untouchable. Just can't hit him. It's crazy.
Embryn, you see a washroom in front of you, bathtub, chamber pot.
Well, I can't sleep in those.
There's an antechamber on the opposite side. Looks like another study.
Okay. Are the books any different in here? Not that I got a good look in the first room, I guess, but...
Looks like it's more history books. This one is a little bit more catered to practical spell casting, enchantments, things of that nature.
I'm chewing on that for a second. Is it weird that this stuff is just kind of out in the open in this house?
I mean, it's a study. You expect a study to have desks and books, right?
Yeah, but like books on magic are pretty weird in a setting where magic is basically taboo.
It's true, isn't it?
That's what's standing out for me. I mean, I'm gonna search the desk real quick. Like, is there any stationery or something with a person's name on it that might tell me who could have been living here?
You can look around and see if there's any like insignias or anything of that nature.
Yeah. Family crests or whatever. Do I roll a thing?
Yes, investigation.
All right, well, let me roll investigation.
Yes.
Whip. Nice.
Damn. All right.
Getting the
Ooh.
shit out of this.
No, I'm not nursing anybody. Okay. What do we got?
All right. You see, History of Erlis, another duplicate book. A lot of stuff you don't really understand because you are imparted with the gift, as it were, spontaneously, as opposed to through a learned study, shall we say?
Yeah.
So a lot of it is very theoretical. From what you're thumbing through, you see a lot of stuff about the nature of what the surface was, a history of the countries that were lying therein. You do see a monogrammed signature of a man who was once known as part of the Cartwright family. You see a signature on the actual print of the book in like the, you know how there's like a hardbound cover on the inside. Someone has clearly written their actual like last name.
Cartwright. I'm interested now. I'm gonna keep. I see there's another doorway south as the compass rose goes, and just take a look.
You also receive a lot more information about the nature of this country called Erlis, but it appears to be initially a colony that was part of the English Empire. There were native islanders there. In so many words, they were not very receptive to being visited by outsiders, especially when said outsiders decided that their culture was superior to theirs. There is mention of a legendary being called Mawa. It's been disputed whether or not this character actually existed, but it's a prominent historical figure who did a lot to unify the tribes to rally against the outside invaders. Mawa is kind of revered as both a deity and as a historical person, and it talks a lot about his exploits, including how he was rumored to have created several martial arts styles designed to combat those foreign invaders that had superior weaponry to them. So a lot of it was like a lot about subtlety, grappling to disarm them, things of that nature. Very analogous to what in our world would be known as like jujitsu, things of that nature.
Is some kind of jab at Decimeth's developing craft of hand and foot in here somewhere, and his lack of willingness to devote attention to things like, I don't know, reading. But it's in there somewhere, but I'll find it later.
Yeah, the author was quite pretentious and was like, oh, this style is very effective. We could see this as a very interesting thing developed in the world of sport. And he takes a little jab at folks saying that's not very practical for self-defense applications. He's very snooty about it.
I'm almost inclined to like see if there are loose pieces of paper or like little bookmarks or something I can use to kind of drop in to what I'm reading, so
Sure.
I can show people easily later.
Yeah, you easily find some parchment kind of put to the side in an inkwell.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm journaling, guys.
Somebody has to be while the rest of us are sleeping.
I imagine I'm going to bed soon. I think I just hadn't. I don't know. I just needed a full lay of the surroundings, and also I'm wondering if there's another bed.
That would be a
But
shame.
no, it's just what it is. I'll make it work.
The equivalent of a king-size bed on the opposite side of the room.
Oh hell yeah!
Damn. Carrack and Embryn get should have. Why? What?
Because y'all were degenerates and you chose the mid room. I don't know what to tell you, man. Could have explored this together, or you could have found these things together.
Sitting in
but
this goddamn twin bed, my tail hanging off the edge. Oh God.
I don't know what to tell you. You were the ones that chose to go to bed.
I'm enjoying this robust orange bedspread right here.
Yes, it is very robust.
Let me move the map. I can't see where Carrack rage quit.
In the bed that you woke him
Oh,
up
there
in.
he is. Okay. Yeah,
I know. Krusk didn't wake him up. Decimeth did.
Almost the same difference, maybe.
So, a medium shot to a wide shot pans out as our heroes are in separate beds and sleeping in this noble person's house, you would assume, as the world outside rages, fire burning in the High District. There are monsters rampaging all over the place, but our heroes sleep soundly for now.
Because fuck the High District.
What happened to Billy/Kevin? Does anyone really care what his real name is?
I hope the motherfucker escaped because he deserves better than this.
Special thanks to our logo designer Sierra Twazin, to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, and Mongoose Publishing. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at Lords Broken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/The Broken Lords. Thank you.